Okay. Hey, Danielle, I'm so excited to chat with you this morning. I asked you if I could hit the record button because we're only going to talk for 15 minutes, but I know that people love to be flies on the wall to hear what we talk about as leaders.
Right? Good
I'm excited. So, good morning. I did.
morning. Yes, we're matching.
I was
Look at
like,
us
okay,
today. Although mine's wet. Mine's wet.
I'm getting ready to
I
go get
love
my haircut. So,
I love your little swoop right there too. The little part with the swoop. It looks cute. Super cute.
this,
Yeah.
that
Is that
is,
a colic?
oh, that's like a bald spot from
Oh,
COVID.
it looks cute. Yeah, no,
I
it's
just started taking collagen to try to help.
yep.
And
We're
so,
old.
yeah, look at
Yep.
this is,
It's growing though. It's growing. Good, good, good.
well, I wanted to chat with you this morning because we've been throwing around ideas. And when they announced the Paris incentive, that got us excited. But this morning, All Spring launched, and
Yep.
two things for customers, two things for hostesses, two things for consultants. Like it is
Super
double
exciting.
stacked.
Yes. It really feels like a relaunch. I love it. It really does feel like with the new brand and all these fun things for February, it really does feel like almost like the start of a catalog. Like it's okay, we started, but like we're relaunching, we're starting, right? Like I think it works. Yeah. So I know you and I've talked about this always in the past. You and I were always really, really passionate about senior consultants. And now it's like senior consultants and lead consultants. And for me, I'm taking it a little step further this month and I'm really focusing on the words title change so that I get as many qualified consultants as possible also. So while there's nothing special necessarily there from 31, it's not really a title that we really recognize, but we know as consultants it is a big deal to get there. I already send them a little something, which I don't know if that's necessary or not, but you know, some of us do, some of us don't when they hit. But I don't know what it looks like yet, but I really want to do an incentive this entire month, all based around that, like a title. Like I just think with the $31, the two pink tickets or whatever they're calling, or two tickets, I don't think they're pink tickets, whatever they are, the $31 kits, um, the idea behind the extra credit on your hostesses, the free shipping at $100, like there's enough there, right? Yes, our incentive, absolutely, on top of, right, every consultant's incentive back there, absolutely. That's what I'm going to rally around, in hopes that everyone just kind of starts moving, right? And then the other thing that like coincides with it that goes really good with the restart that my team and my directors and I just did last month and we're going to relaunch is we're pretty much taking party out of our verbiage. It doesn't mean we're not partying, but we're really focusing on the words shopping link. And then it's a series of steps. So first it's just getting anyone and everyone to want a shopping link. And then if they want a shopping link, okay, so then the next really cool thing is I have a party once a month in my customer group. So we're not partying in a Facebook. We're not doing an extra party somewhere else. We're doing it right in our customer group. And we're like, I have one there every month. I do one a month for my customers. You could add your friends and family there too if you'd like. If anybody's missing the party part of it and they want to join something, they can do that. And then the third part of it is I am doing a bingo for my entire lineage the last Monday of the month. And that's where all my giveaways are. And it's for the entire lineage. And everyone and anyone can come play free bingo. They can earn their 5 numbers by not spending a dime. So we're doing things like, are you part of their customer group? Are you their friend on Facebook? Do they have your email and phone number? So we're giving them all these freebies for their 5 numbers, but then of course they get more numbers if they got a shopping link and they ordered and all those things. So we did our first one. And it was fun, so much fun, so much great feedback from both consultants and their customers and their people. I like doing it. I mean, it gives me a party feeling, right? So for those of us that miss the interaction still with people, I loved it. So for me, our focus, our 2 words, and then I'll stop, are simple and fun. Like I am trying so hard to make anyone would want to join. Like, how would you not want to join when you see what this is all you have to do also, right? Like, oh, I could share shopping links. Oh, I could pop a bunch of people in one customer group and party with them. Oh, I can show up to my leaders lineage bingo once a month. Like,
We
boom,
may
boom,
do
boom.
some more training on this party and just inside your customer group because I do think that sometimes that's hard when new consultants join or
Yep.
even consultants. You've got your VIP
Yep.
customer group, but then you're setting all these other pages up for
Yep.
parties. Gosh, to make it all happen in one group. Do you do events, or do you post like
I
one?
just did it in the group. It was a little scary. I just did it in the
And
group, but I kept it.
do you have one pinned link with all the links?
Yep. 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 So you can pin just like you would in your parties where you've got all the directions and where everybody's links are and all of those things. You can still do the poll if you want, include yourself. You get to be on the poll now too, because
Yeah.
it's your party too. Right. Like, and that's what I've been telling everybody too. We have to be our best. We have to be the best hostess. We have to be the one in there that's following all of our tips that we give too. Right. Like, and I just kept the party really simple. It was really scary to think like, am I going to lose customers in my group? And at this point, like, if it's driving them crazy, they probably don't want to be there anyways. Like, if all of a sudden this is blowing up their feed and they're not someone who participates in that group, they probably honestly don't want to be there. And I'm okay with that. But it was my regulars. It was some past hostesses because I also was strategic about who I messaged this month because I was just trying it. Right. So I messaged past hostesses from the past couple of years and told them that I had a big celebration going on in there. I was kind of trying something new. And so a lot of them joined in. They joined in on my part of the party too. So it worked really well. I mean, there's a couple little tweaks. That's one of the things that's not going to work is 4 questions. That's people who really love their 4 questions. That's not going to work as easy. I'm focusing on the survey. I'm just going back to old school like I used to do, trying to get everybody and their brother to take that survey because that is the 4 questions when it's all said and done, and then some.
You sold $1,200 last month with 4 parties and 3 recruits. So whatever you did in January, it worked.
It was basically just my party. That's the thing too. Like I closed out a couple of random parties. So the parties that I closed were actually open. They had like $100 on them from December type of thing. So there's me sharing those links. And the first people who said they would take a link, I said, hey, I have a party that has $100 order on it already that I'm going to give you. So that's all those were.
2 months. We can straddle 2 months. So why
Yep.
rush the
Yep.
close?
Yep. So that was literally all just me in less than a week, boosting my customer group and doing that. Like that is what happens. It was very last minute. I know if I do it better this month and I plan it better, I think timing wise, I think that you want to have it closer to the middle of the month. And then that gives time for, you get green by 15 plus, people can still go back and see those posts and see your live videos if you did any and anything and trinkle in the rest of the month as well before that bingo. Because that second half of the month, I can just be pushing who you want to be at bingo. You want to be at bingo, right? Get your points for bingos. And so, those people that had their party already, their links are still open if they want. I mean, we don't want to drag it out too long, but sometimes they're late to the party and that's okay too, right? Like sometimes they didn't decide to have a link until midway in your party, right? And so all of that stuff is still sitting in your group. The other thing that I know was a fear for a lot of people that I want to touch on is like, how is it not going to be repetitive every month? You got to keep this party really simple so it's not. There are at least 3 scripts out there that I know of right now for Facebook parties of some sort. I literally just handpicked a couple of things. I made sure I talked about recruiting. I made sure I talked about partying, right? Like each of the things. I honestly didn't make a lot of product posts. I did a lot of what is your personality? What are your favorite patterns? Next time I'll do this or that. Like I really did engagement posts, and then the live video is where it needs to be that you're doing some of the products. So some people won't have products. I know that we're going to hear that from some of our newer consultants, some of our people that don't have things. Then yes, they're going to have to dive into using other people's photographs, whatever. But there are enough posts if you add a theme to it. Like for me, it was my 10th year anniversary, but you could be doing Valentine's, you could be doing winter, you could be doing.
This is my birthday. So
right. Oh, friends. Exactly. Yep. There's so many themes. I think I ended up with I did it for about 4 or 5 days. And I want to say I ended up with a little over 20 posts total. So keep it simple. It's, and if you do that, there are 20 new posts. I promise you that I can do this next month. I'm not going to be doing the same ones. I can go find more games.
Like I love that you did, because sometimes we try to do pick your pattern, this and that, guessing game. We do it all.
Yep.
Thinking about February, talking about things about love. Maybe it's chocolate. You're talking a little bit more about what chocolate you love. And then March, you're talking more about superstition. And, we can talk about
You could always theme it to like to our products. You could always theme it to, this is just going to be organization this month. This is going to be travel this month.
Yeah.
And then once I get those going too, once I get super organized, I mean, some of those old ones can be pinned that matter also, right? So like if we've already done an organization month, or it's a live video, I can pin that live video and say, hey, watch last month's for all tips on organization, if that's what I did, or whatever, right? Like, I think you're going to be
focus on in the playbook, you know. So I think like if you are like Belinda Ellsworth always says, pick a product of the week or product of the month.
Yep.
Everyone gives us 4 products every month in the playbook that we could say, okay, like this, we're highlighting the boat tote this week.
Yep.
You know, even if
and,
you want
and add to it that I haven't done yet, but to keep this rolling, I am going to have to be a better consultant about going live in my customer group every week. Like that's the other part of it that's holding my feet to the fire, right? Like to keep my algorithms going, to keep this going. But how fun is that that's the only place I have to do it?
I know. Do you use the Belinda Ellsworth calendar?
I don't do her calendar. No. Should I be?
Well, she's got, okay, so this is, I'll just show it to you. Like there's a plan. Like, this is for February, which I've not done yet, but she does a section, social media. And each week, you know, she says, pick your topic and when you're going to go live. So she tells you to do it once a week. But I have been thinking those 4 products that 31 has in the playbook, like, okay, week 1, I'm going to talk about the boat tote. Week 2, I'm going to talk about the canvas and the boat tote, and then the accessories, you know, still core plus 2, all the things that go with it. But I'm really looking at that playbook and saying, okay, each week my live is going to be around that particular product. And I also know 31 is posting about it, that product that month. So I don't know, I'm excited to try that this month for my lives.
I like that. I'm going to add that to my focus for my weekly focus too. I like that.
Do it like every Wednesday. I know, can't remember who it was. Was it Whitney? Somebody said they go live every Sunday night at 8:00 because that's what works for her. And so she really works for you, but her customers even get used to it. And
absolutely. That's my director, Tracy, goes live every Thursday and they know, they are messaging her if she's not live. Like, are you okay? Like they are, they know that no matter what she goes. So I want to build that consistency. I want to build that group of people that want to see that and want to do that, and then have the new ones come in. And that's your party video. Like that's not just your customer group. That's your actual video for your parties.
One of the things I do, and I don't know if you do this, but when people request to join your VIP Facebook page, do you have questions set up?
I need to do questions.
This is what I worked on last year, but back to Belinda Ellsworth. She's got a chart. If you buy her planner, there's a chart that you know you can get. And
you're selling me on her planner, girl.
Well, I wish I made money off of it. I don't, but it's been an instrument. This is my 3rd year using it, but it's the fun that comes with it too. One of the things that she said is that if you're spending all your time, look at the social media platforms that you are on, and if you're spending all your time in Facebook, let's just use Facebook community group. You know, are you increasing your reach? Are you increasing your members? And part of that is inviting people to come. Part of it's telling other people to invite. So she did a year thing, and at the top, you know, I put Instagram, social media. I've even started doing more LinkedIn. And she says, you've got to have a plan. If you're going to be on those platforms, if you're investing all your interest in Facebook, then make sure Facebook shuts down. And I've said that for years. Like, I'm like, okay.
Yes.
But so I have a question that says, what is your name? Because, you know, so many people have husband, wife accounts, which I don't understand that, but they do. And so, or their name is Jennifer, but their thing says, you know, Ditsy Daisy. Like, I don't know. And then I have 2 questions. What is your name? And what is your email? Those are the only 2 questions. So anytime they request to join my group, I ask them that, and I immediately, before I accept them, I go over to my virtual office and I enter their name and their email. Because Facebook's wonky. So if they're not getting that, which we know, I mean, even our own team members don't see our team posts. So why would we expect customers to?
So, nope, I need to do the same, because that's something that I encourage, like I said, for bingo. Like, just simply, does your consultant have your phone number and your email? So, you know, you're absolutely right, because it's the same thing. Like, well, and not only can we turn
office, because 31, part of our monthly fee website is also newsletter.
Absolutely. They send out emails. And the email activity report is definitely
you can't do the email activity report stuff if people aren't in there clicking on it. So
Yes.
it was like a huge thing. So I think I added over 400 people to my customer group last year because it became a focus. And
Okay.
part is also now I've got 400 extra people. And if they don't
Yes.
ask questions, I'll say, hey, Danielle, thanks for requesting to be in our VIP community. I'd love to make sure that you're also getting the newsletter so you know before everybody else what the specials are. What's your email? And I'll drop it in there. So
Yep.
I don't even accept them until I get it. Now, sometimes they just don't answer because they don't want to give me their information. Well, that means they're probably not that interested. So
Right. Right.
it's 10:31. I know you got to go.
Yes.
Oh gosh, this was so good. I appreciate
We'll have
you.
to chat again.
Well, and I'll tell you, I'm really focused on these codes this month because I think it's such a gift that 31 is giving us, each of us, the opportunity to invite someone
Yep.
to $2. But then those people that you invite, they get the 2 codes too. So I really,
Yes.
so I'm going to do a
Yep.
training. Maybe we can talk about it before I do it, but I'm going to do a training on cracking the code because like I'm so excited. It's like that old key that we love at 31. I'm going to do a training on cracking the code, and part of it is, you know, even talking about that senior consultant and that elite consultant level that me and you love so much. I really feel like that's the sweet spot right now, is the elite level. So they're setting every consultant up for 2 promotions. Get 2 people in, and we
Yep.
get those people, you know, excited and catch the excitement like us. Like I can see an explosion into the elite consultant level, and we know they're gonna, elite consultants have to sell 500. Well, we've got the boat totes bag incentive, so
Yep.
it's like, I don't know, it's like this perfect combination happening, and my mind is like,
Me too. Nope. Me too. I agree. I agree. I agree. I can't wait to hear about your cracking the code. We'll have to chat again.
You remember the hearts? Like every time somebody gets a recruit, you
Yes.
put a heart on the wall.
You doing that on your back?
I'm gonna do it on this wall. Like, so
Okay.
I'm gonna do pink. I'm probably gonna do turquoise hearts for, if you're already a team member and you got somebody, you'll get your name on a heart that you recruited. And then if that new person will get a pink heart on the board. So you get 2 hearts on the board. So I'm going to do a drawing where the sponsor and the new girl can be into a drawing this month. And then if that person, so I'm like, do they make orange hearts? Because what if you look at these, what if I didn't put one up? So if that new girl then shares her 2 codes, you know, so we should have 3 different colors. Current consultant, the new consultant that got a code, and then that new consultant shared her code. Like, I want to create a heart wall.
It might even end up being a rainbow when it's all said and done, if you could really get it to stem out, right?
Like, there's a pot of gold in March. Like,
yes.
So we can do a rainbow.
So then it could trickle over. Yes. Like
the
it.
gold comes when people start, like, I don't know. Okay, I got to rethink that because, you know, there's flowers, springs, May flowers, February, spring, March, gold. That's dumb. I don't know.
Something about money, something about gold, bringing about, yeah, no, you'll come up. We can figure out something.
What was your money mayhem? Money, what'd you say it was called?
Money maker mania. Mayhem is another good word, though. Mayhem. I like that word too.
Code. It's going to be, okay, somebody's really creative that's going to figure this out. Go ask.
Right?
Yeah, maybe I should do a rainbow, and if there's a pot of gold, and then when they promote to senior or elite consultant, they get a gold coin, and they go into a drawing for All About the Benjamins.
Oh, yes.
Oh, we're gonna get this. I like it. All right.
I like it. Okay, I gotta go.
Okay, bye.